In this video, we will solve problems on integer exponents. Now you can see over here, there are plenty of different simple problems. But if you look closely, which operation are you going to do to these integers? Is it the power? Is it multiplication? Is it subtraction? Which one to use? So how do we formulate it, or how do we solve them in a rightful manner? It's very simple. If you remember these two over here, it's BODMAS or PEMDAS. These are just made up things, but whichever is easy for you to remember, please remember that. B means brackets, O is order or power, exponents, D is division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Whereas over here, instead of brackets, they call it parentheses. That means the brackets itself. Now, if at all you had 7 multiplied by 2 multiplied 3 squared. Now, only the thing that means over here is you need to do whatever inside the brackets first and then start with the other things. That's the only thing over here. So parentheses is brackets, exponents is power, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. That's the same thing. Now, whenever you look into any problem, look for the brackets. Is there any brackets over here? No. Then the next thing is then the powers. So simplify the powers over here. So simplify power. 2 to the power 4 is 16 and 8 squared is 64. Next is multiplication or division. Now if both are together, just follow from left to right and solve them easily. Now over here, 7 times 16 will be done first. That would be 112 minus 64, and the answer would be 48. That's it. Let's look into the next problem. You can pause the video now, try it by yourself, and then continue. Now let us solve this one over here. All the powers first. So powers over here, 4 to the power 3 is 64. The square root is also a power. It is power half. So let's do this. So square root 64 is 8. Square root 49 is 7 multiplied by 3. Now from left to right, 64 divided by 8 plus 7 times 3 is 21. You can write this directly as well. This would be 8 over here. You can write it directly, or you can do it step by step. So you can directly jump to this step. 64 divided by 8 is 8 plus 7 times 3 is 21. Now the final answer would be 29. Last one over here, do the powers first. 30 squared is 900 divided by 5 into 2 squared is 4. Now here, which to go first? So now look over here. Let's do the division first. Left now. Why? Because see, from left to right, which is first? It's the division, right? So 900 divided by 5, the answer over here is 180. Then do the multiplication. So always look from left side to right side and then do it when division and multiplication are together. So this would be the answer, 180 times 4, that is 720. So this is how we can solve these problems. Now here we have a nice question, interesting question. James had red tiles and black tiles. He uses the tiles to make square shapes. So he's only making square shapes. So square will be, the sides will be the same thing. So now over here, if there is 3, this will be 3, 4, 4. Next will be 5, 5. The same thing. Okay, that's fine. The 3 cross 3 shape as 1 black tile and 8 red tile. You can see R is red and B is black. Same thing, the 4 cross 4 is having 4 black tiles and 12 red tiles. Okay, now what do we have to solve? James made a shape with 64 tiles. So now over here, 4 cross 4 means multiply 4 times 4. That would be, 4 times 4 is 16. And now over here, there are 16 tiles over here. So same way, 3 cross 3 is 9. It's square. 3 square 9, 16. Next one would be 25. This 64 would be 8 cross 8. So we need to know what he makes during 8 cross 8 shape. That is 64 tiles. Now at that particular shape, what is the number of black tiles and what is the number of first let's solve for black tiles and then let's see for the red tiles, I believe. So now over here, the first shape 3 cross 3, next was 4 cross 4, 5 cross 5, 6 cross 6, 7 cross 7, 8 cross 8. Now this is the shape which we have to consider. That is 8 cross 8, that is 8 multiplied by 8 is 64. Next, in all these, let's say first one has only one black tile. So how much does the next one have? It is 4. Now, if you look closely, only the outer layer is the red tile. So everything inside would be black tile. Or if you look more closely, you can see it's 1, 2 square, that is 4, 3 square over here would be 9, 4 square would be 16, 5 square is 25, and so on. So it is a pattern over here. And then how do we find the red tiles? Red tiles would be the total minus the black tiles. That would be the red tiles. So there's only 8 over here, whereas over here it is 16. So 4 cross 4 is 16 minus 4. Same way, 25 minus 9 would be the red tiles. So these are all red tiles and these are all black tiles. Now this would give you a better picture now. How do you find the black tiles? They're all squared, perfect squares. And now this is the total number of tiles. When you subtract the total minus the black tiles, you're always getting the red tiles. So the outermost layer. Now then, how many black tiles are in this shape? So 8 cross 8 has 36 black tiles. And the next one, how many red tiles are there? That is 28. How? Because 64 minus 36 would mean it's 28. So this is one way to solve it. Otherwise, you can just even try. If it is a simple number, if it was 6 cross 6, then you could have drawn this as well and you can have a better picture. So just remember, this keeps on growing into a square. So next one would be 5 cross 5, 6 cross 6. It will be bigger and bigger. Only the outermost layers would be the red tile. So you can just count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you can see it's 12. Same way you can start counting and then you can get it. And now since over here you can see many other patterns, there is only a difference of 4 every time. So it is 4 addition of 4. 8 plus 4 is 12, then 16, 20, 24, 28. So you can find many number of patterns. So whichever finds you the answer, just follow that. Now we have 2 more problems. Integer exponents. Again, simplify and write your answer as a ratio of 2 integers. Now here, how would you solve it? So in the previous videos, we have solved similar problems. And now let's recall anyways. Now 9, this one over here, remember we need to make the power positive, then only it's easy to solve. So it'll be 1 divided by 9 squared. We have done this before. Please refer the previous videos for detailed explanations. Now 9 to the power minus 2. Whenever we take this to the denominator, the sign changes, the power sign changes. If it was plus and you take it down, it would be minus. But now to solve it, we require it in positive. So we take it down 1 by 9 square, and then 9 square is 81. So 1 by 81. 4 to the power 3 is how much? It is 64. So then now we can easily solve it, right? Okay, now we have ratio of 2 integers. Try to simplify as much. That's it. There is no other term that goes in. That's the final answer, 64 by 81. Here as well. Now look over here, you need to swap them up. So this goes down 1 by 6 squared into 5 squared. Make these powers positive. So this goes to the numerator, power becomes positive. This goes to the denominator, it becomes positive. So it'll be 125 by 36 basically. So now here it is done in a bit more complicated way. Instead of that, just remember, this is fine. Now, wait, let me just solve it over here. I've just made these positive, right? So all I'm doing is 5 squared, it's 25 divided by 36. So this is your answer. So all you do is take the numerator to denominator, that becomes 1 by 6 squared, and from numerator take it to the denominator, take it to the numerator, it becomes 5 squared above. So 5 squared is 25 by 36. That is the final answer. So this is how you can solve these simple problems on integer exponents.